Hi, we're female roommates. I'm Danny.
And I'm Edlin.
And we are female and roommates. So yeah, I guess first we'd like to apologize for not being here for 2 weeks. We had a lot of things going on with our anniversary, vaccines, personal lives, all that stuff. But it's kind of slowing down now, kinda. And
so we're back to reacting.
Yeah.
Again.
We had a little change in our work schedule, I guess, but it's kind of it's back to what we had before. So we're gonna be keeping the Monday and Tuesday. We might even add Wednesday now, cause yeah. Anyways, we will be reacting to the Expanse episode 1, episode 3. And yeah. Yeah, we also, by the way, we made a Twitter for our updates on just in case anything like the last 2 weeks happened, so that you guys know where to go if anything changes. So we don't have a community community tab like we do, but it's not going to be updating people on their newsfeed because we haven't reached that milestone, I guess you could say it. Yeah. So yeah, whenever we reach it, we'll use it. But for now, we're just using Twitter. Feel free to follow us or not, just pop in for like an update, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's start the episode. All right. Okay, so yeah, now I remember it being like viral type of thing.
I wonder why they were like, some people were against him
saying anything. Yeah. I think it's because they weren't thinking and they were just a bit scared of what might happen.
Oh, he's taking lessons? At least this one's actually tall, like visibly.
I guess that's where I have to live now, baby.
Why?
To get taller.
What's up? Look us up.
I don't even. Apple. Keep that in. Why do I never fully thought about this before my first run, but like, do the Martians have like normal body things, like bodies?
We've never seen them yet.
Yeah, but like in my first run, right?
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't know.
So they fetched them, sort of? Did they fetch them?
Yeah, they couldn't kill them because if they killed them, it's just like admitting. Yeah. So that's why he sent out that message. The Expanse.
Keep that in.
Mars isn't gonna wait for proof. You need $50.
It's funny that Mormons even have Mormons there.
Which is interesting, because why would Mormons be up there? You know? Not saying that they wouldn't be allowed, it's like according to their belief. His senses are tingling. It's like there's something more to this.
Do you want me to
Holden? Oh my god, it looks like that thing in the Drag Race when they vote people.
Oh yeah!
Sashay
sister.
away. And then they throw him out the door. No. Sir.
What?
Oh shit. That's true.
What's OPA mean again?
I forget, but they're like the rebels in the belt. I think.
What if he was bluffing? Like they do and on some like investigations.
What do you mean?
Like when they investigate, like, what's that called? Like when they interrogate.
Yeah. Now I know why. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this in, but now I know why. She's my favorite character. I just remembered. She reminds me of my tita. Yeah. Are they actually eunuchs?
What do you mean eunuchs?
Eunuchs, like people who get their balls cut off, I think.
Oh, okay, eunuchs.
Did I just miss that guy talk? It just went over my head. I went from Martians blaming the Belters, and then it goes to the scene, and then it's like, you're right, they're all getting it, like...
I wonder what language their language is based on.
Me too. Probably everything. Like all the immigrant languages that came there.
How is this? Join up? What? That's an option? You guys tell me. Suck everything. Say anything to get in our heads.
I feel like that's what's happening.
Getting in their heads? Yeah. Well, he's the one who started it.
True. I wonder why, like, Naomi didn't spill about Holden.
I'm not sure either. I remember when she was like, she wouldn't, when they had that conversation where she was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone, but true though. Because at the end of the day, Mars and Earth are still thriving. I like how you can't trust anyone. It's like you're... I can't wait to read the books.
That's her place, right?
I think so. Is Oh shit!
Oh.
I forgot about that. I thought... Oh shit! I thought...
Holy shit.
I forgot about that.
What the heck?
My brain had it... My memories of the show, when I saw him, my brain was like, oh yeah, he's all the way until...
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I really thought he would be like one of the main people.
Now I'm like, shit.
And the way he's looking at everything with fresh eyes too. Maybe he was just there to like lay out everything.
Yeah.
From a like new perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know. Damn, that was so random. But like, that also like sort of like mirrors whatever's happening in real life, where like you're not really like safe from anything.
Yeah.
Like you may think that you're like the main character of your life, but like it will be over in an instant.
In an instant, yeah. And he's treading on, like, he was treading on, like, dangerous waters.
That's the thing. Like, he was, but also he was just, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, he was just, like, training. He kind of gave me that vibe. Like, he wasn't even, like,
making rules or
he was just, like, following.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. It just goes to show they don't care. They don't care who it is. If you're an Earther, if you're from Mars, they're gonna kill you, type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's true, because this is what whoever the OPA is, whatever, this is what they wanted, to embolden people. And like I was saying earlier, sorry, this is a rock, I'm gonna just put it there. It's like what I was saying in the middle of the video, I don't know when, but it was like, it's like mirroring the things that is happening down south, aka America. So like, and it's like, I'm not trying to make this political. It's mostly like, it's crazy to think that this was written a long time ago, but the things that are happening in here, it's like not completely identical. It's not like we're in space, but like the political climate is identical.
Yeah. We can't not be political, especially since the show is.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. But what I was about to say, it's like, you know how at the time, back in 2020, it was like the Republicans were doing things that kept emboldening the opposition. And you kept wondering why. Yeah, it's like, why do they keep doing this? They know it's going to, what's it called? Escalate, trigger people.
Yeah.
So why are they doing that? Are they hiding something? What's going on?
Right? Because they can't be that dumb.
Yeah, it's like, they're running...
Or maybe that's like, they 100% believe that that's the truth. You know? Like, that's like the complete right thing in their minds. I don't know.
It's like, whatever is right or wrong, they don't care. It's more like, what can they say and do? And this isn't just the red, it's also the blue. Like, what can we say and do to embolden the people who side with us? And like, and also, which side? Because when I look down south, I'm like, it's like a game where the political oppositions are trying to do things to trigger the other side, to make the other side seem more crazy than their side. Because then it's like a pissing game to like see who can like piss the farthest, I guess. Or who they can make piss the farthest. And like, it's like, because then at least they can say to themselves like, oh, at least we're not crazy as that side. But then there's like so much hypocrisy in it's like, it's not, the truth is, it's not just the media that makes people go crazy. It's like the ideologies, sorry, that make people crazy. And the thing is, a lot of these people aren't crazy, they're just scared. A lot, not all. But because we all have separate ways of life that we grew up with and that we have experience, and that's our way of life. But then obviously, if our way of life were to be threatened, we'd be scared too. You know, scared, and it's like these oppositional parties are scaring people into action. Normally the people who wouldn't be scared into act, or who wouldn't be out like protesting, or like wouldn't do this and that. That being said, it's much more complicated than what we're saying here. and like what I'm explaining here, I feel like in like years to come, if the human race is still here, I feel like whatever happened last year, not just the coronavirus or COVID, I feel like whatever happened last year in terms of political climate down in America is going to be talked about in a lot of like history books, maybe even psychology too, because we're in an age where we have too much information in our hands, and we don't know what's right and what's wrong, because when it comes to the things that are being said on TV or on the news, it's like it's either black or white type of thing. When I read these articles, it's like, okay, who are we gonna blame this time? And that just takes away the accountability of everyone involved down there. That being said, there are like protests down there that we believe were necessary to get justice for certain situations. But again, we're not going to go completely into that because that's going to be like a whole 3 hours to talk about. But anyways, so it's not like this is like a new concept of like people using other people's anger to other people's anger to like instigate something. And like who has the most to gain? It's not Earth or Mars, it's the belt. But it's like war is profitable. And if you have Earth and Mars at war against each other, who's gonna profit the most? Type of thing. It's the belt. So I kind of do believe in Mars. But then I also believe in Earth. And that's what I like about this show.
They're all just confused.
They're all just confused, and they're all just human, and they're all just like, there's no good or bad. That is portrayed here. Like, there's no evil bad guy.
Even for the belt, like, I sympathize with them because, like, you know, like, it's their basic rights that are being taken away from them. So, like, you're really pushed to action, and, like, you know, like, you're desperate. You just, like, sort of fight for your own rights.
So it's like, in my mind, if the belt can get Earth and Mars to fight over something, then that's how we get our rights. You know, like, that's how we get our freedom. And it's like an opportunity to like change whatever fate they have,
their course of life.
So that's what I really like. This episode, to be honest, was more tense to me. It's like different from life or death
in the past episode.
In the past episode, it's more like you're just as confused as you know, all these people.
I was like pretty lost the whole time. I was like, what? What are they talking about here?
When I first was watching, I was like, I really don't know what's going on. Like, but I completely forgot about that thing that happened at the end. I guess I had false memories of like him living. Either he lived, or I just had false memories, which I'm like, I might have just had false memories. So do you like? Let's get to the rating.
Sure.
So let's start with art, because like
art is the same for me. Like, I feel like I didn't focus much on the art aspect of it this episode. So I guess I'm gonna give it a 6.
6? Okay. You're right, it is the same. Like, a lot of CG. I do appreciate the difference in culture, all that stuff. And even the language, too. Yeah. I like how they don't completely explain it, I think, where it's like, but then you kind of can tell, because that's kind of what happened to, like, the New York accent, I think. It was, like, a lot of mixture of, like, Italian and, like, just Italian English. But anyways,
it's also, like, pretty ironic that the guy who died in the last, like, scene was the first guy in the first, at the beginning of this episode, where he was, like, obviously trying to, like, immerse and, like, learn the ways of the Belters. Like, he was really willing to, even with the first few episodes, he was, I guess, like, morally neutral about stuff. Like, he doesn't seem to be siding with anyone. But, like, the way I see it, that's why I said that he looked like a trainee. Because he seemed to be just, like, observing things from afar, and also, like, trying to, I guess, assimilate and
like, just do his job.
Yeah, but then, like, also try, I don't know, he seems very sensitive as well. And yeah.
I like how, so say he dies, like, he's actually dead, because I don't know how he's gonna come back from that. If he does, I'm gonna be like, but anyways, let's say he's dead, so, like, what did his death bring to this story, type of thing? Like, just how desperate the Belters are. Just how hungry they are for change. And it's like, they did add in there, like, for the past 100 years, literally 100 years, they've been living in this oppressive environment. And their bodies have changed. They live, a lot of them live in scraps. They live in a locked environment. They live to work for Mars and Earth. And it does make sense that, like, out of anger for the past 100 years, that they would staple this earthling, I guess you could say, onto the wall. And it's like, it's sad, but then it brings the desperation. Because it could also be foreshadowing, but anyways, yeah, like, it's I like how it also, the show is also like, anyone can die, like, don't be too comfortable with these people. That being said, there was a lot of character development in this episode. I think for
everyone, I think.
Yeah, for everyone. What's her name again? She's my favorite character, and I forgot her name.
Christian,
I think.
It's something.
Yeah.
I think it's Christian or whatever.
I like how I'll probably put her picture up just so that we... So, yeah. Yeah, I like that they... for her, they built her up, like, subtly. Like, the way she is, how she'll do anything to win. And she even cut down her, like, her friend. You know, and you can tell that it meant a lot to her to do that, but she knew that she had to. Like, I almost cried, like, just seeing her lip quiver like that. That was really, like, that was a nice touch from her, like, from the actress. It was, like, you can tell everything, well, not everything, but a lot from that one moment from the story where he's like, I'm scared of you. And, yeah, she is definitely someone to be scared of if you're not on the same side. Because see, like, they were friends, longtime friends, since childhood type of friends. And then she used him. Yeah, she used him. And then you could see how she even said to him, that she was gonna use him. Brought him over to her house, and then he was under the next thing you know, he was under the car, like, and he got run over type of thing. And that was his dream, to go see Mars. And yeah, but anyways, it just goes to show how just how like she will do anything to win. And she also has like a conscience, but then winning comes before that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, doesn't matter that much to her. Anyway, so speaking of that, like, how would you rate the emotions?
Emotions, I'd bring it up to 9 for me, because not only was there that, but there was like the whole thing where they were in now I forget the word too, interrogating them.
Yeah.
And when they were interrogating them, there was a lot of emotions running high. And you know, rewatching this, I don't really like Holden, but at least he kept his, like, he could understand that she saved his life. And he wasn't gonna go and snitch on her, because obviously
Naomi also didn't snitch.
Yeah.
Like, so she kept her mouth shut. She knew who registered the distress call, and she didn't, snitch on him.
Yeah.
Even at that point where she's cornered.
Yeah.
And she knows very well that she's being, like, they have, like, suspicions about her, but she still didn't, like, throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
To save her, like, own life or whatever.
Meanwhile, the other guy, he's like, I might have even made things up at the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, if I were in that position, if I really knew those people, and they saved my life, I wouldn't snitch. I wouldn't. Like, it's just not, like, even if I have to die, like, whatever. But, if I didn't know these people, and I was just there, I'd be like, you know what, this and that did that, and, like, also they might have done it. I don't know, but it just adds that emotional weight to everything, because now you can see that it's them against everyone else. Like, Earth is not gonna help them, obviously. Earth is just like, we have to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's like them against the universe type of thing, the galaxies, sorry. And I appreciate that, because it adds, like, higher stakes to, like, them getting out of there alive, or, like, who is going to help them, and, like, because they're obviously, how are they going to get out of that situation? But anyways, yeah, like, for emotion, I give it a 9. How about you?
I would give it an 8, maybe.
An 8? Okay. Why?
Because, like, I get what you mean. It's just that I'm not too, like, everything else you said was right. But I'm not too, I wasn't too drawn, or, like, I didn't feel it as much as you did.
Because I was about to cry. Like,
yeah, I wasn't. I was just like, just watching.
Me, like, dang, that's so sad about you.
I was just like, the whole time I was just like, oh, like, she's a strong woman, and, like, she's been, like, trained to, to win.
Yeah, from her father.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
but then, like, I also get the friend where they were like, I don't want to play with you anymore, because, like, I get him. I like, in deep inside, I'm like, yeah, like, it makes sense. Like, she low-key deserves it.
Yeah. She deserves that. Like, she deserves it, and she knows it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like about her character, because it adds more depth to her as a person, because not everyone is gonna be so one-dimensional. That being said, there are people out there in this world who are it's not like they're one-dimensional, but that's how they seem. Mm-hmm. But for her, you can see it in her face that she's not.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah.
She's definitely not.
And her story is really exciting. I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah, and she's very interesting, too, and, like, strong-willed. Mm-hmm. I like that about her.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Naomi, I feel like she's leading on to, like, the one-dimensional side. Because, like, I just feel like she doesn't have any, like, real emotions. Or, like, real motivations. Because, like, if you're pushed... I don't know, maybe that's just her character, or, like, something that I don't personally understand about people. Like, how can you not, like, just spill on another person? Maybe that's her principle, though.
Yeah, it might be, because I was about to say too earlier while we were watching. I don't think I finished it, but, like, I liked how she, like, remember when she was like, you have to take care of that or whatever, because it kind of showed that she
was loyal.
Like, she gave a shit. Like, she was angry. She was like, I don't want to go on this thing. But then it was like, she was like,
oh, okay.
Remember? She was like, I'm not gonna, that's your problem then.
No, yeah, like, it makes sense to me now, because, like, I'm the type of person where if I really care or whatever, or if I was driven to anger or something, I would say something or, like, make it known that what you did wasn't right or whatever. But she's just, like, sort of not a pushover, but she just lets things happen.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't get her. But I'm maybe there's, like, a lot of people who are like that as well. So yeah.
Like, I think in a way, like, I can be like that too, where it's like, unless you make me angry, I'm probably not gonna say anything, type of thing. In an interrogation type of thing. But yeah, for her, thinking back to, like, the, I think, second or first, I don't know, but it couldn't have been her that like,
yeah, no,
because it was Holden.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about her luring them there can't be true, because
yeah, I don't believe so either. I just don't feel like she's that deep or, like, that cunning. Like, I like her character as much as I like Christian's character, so but, like, I just don't feel as if she's, like, as smart as Christian, or, like, I don't know, like, not smart,
perceptive.
How do you say that? Manipulative.
Oh, yeah.
Because Christian can be manipulative. Yeah. I don't feel like she has that quality in her.
I feel like in order to be a good manipulator, you have to be extremely perceptive as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like in a way she is perceptive, but to an extent, type of thing. And for her character, like, we don't know much about her, why she's there. Like, for all we know, a lot of those things could be true. But, yeah, like, we don't know anything about her motives, why she was there. Yeah. And she makes it a point not to say why. Even to Holden, I think.
And even in the interrogation, like, Holden's was much longer than her interrogation. I feel like hers was, like, over in a second. And I'm like, if you really thought that she was an OPA, why didn't you like pry more? Unless they have something pretty solid already that they didn't need to.
That's true.
Like, I feel like they pried more about Holden than her. You know? Like, I don't know. Maybe.
That's true. I think from their perspective, they already know that she's OA or something like that. And now they're just trying to figure out if Holden is too. Yeah, and that's why they brought him in, remember?
Yeah.
Because they want him to say something. And also, he's also the one who made the call. So, it's an interesting position that they put him in, because if he doesn't, then they can just say, oh, then he was part of her little thing. And then, but if he does, then he puts Naomi under the bus. And, so it's a lose-lose either way.
Yeah.
In terms of morality, I feel like this show is very good at questioning that. And
true.
Right?
It's like that episode in Atypical where he was weighing what the right thing to do was.
Yeah.
Ethics.
yeah, ethics. It's because life isn't black and white, obviously.
It really isn't.
And so, like, we have to make the choices that are important to us. But then the complication comes when everyone's, like, interpretation or what they deem important is very different from everyone else. Some people value friendship. Some people value complete honesty. And some people, like, well, the guy in Invincible valued Earth, like the majority, rather than the minority. And I like when characters get forced to make those decisions. Because then you don't really know what they're gonna do or what they're gonna, like, you have an idea, but then you still, if you agree with them, then you want them to say that. But then if you disagree, you're like fighting for them. You feel like you're fighting for them to say something different. And that's what I like. So yeah, emotional, we rated that. How about story?
Story, I would say 9.
9?
Yeah.
Me too. 9. It wasn't as, like, action-y, but there was so many things in this episode where all the things that happen in episode 1 and 2 start to bloom, type of thing. It starts to pull you in even more than what happened in episode 1 and episode 2. I really like that. Like, there are a lot of shows that will lose my interest. And this will just keep you going and going and going.
I feel that. Yeah. Especially with that ending.
Yeah. It's like something that you'd binge and binge and binge. So yeah, 9. And I can't wait, because I completely forgot. I know I keep saying this, but I completely forgot what happened. Like, I'm trying to, like, I watched this probably like 3 or 4 years ago. So now I'm starting to remember things, but then I'm also like, oh, oops, like, false memories. So this is like a treat. And how are you enjoying this series, or like how are you feeling about the series?
So far, so good. Like, I can see why a lot of people like it, and there's like a whole like fandom. Yeah. That's like, you know, into it. Yeah, I can see why. Because like only like 3 episodes in, and there's a lot of, you know, discourse for us personally. But yeah. Yeah. It's like they introduce so many things in such a subtle way that it's like you don't notice, but then you kind of get the gist, but then you're also very, like, lost. So it's like, this is great. Yeah, like, they don't spoon feed you about the information. Yeah. You just, like, have to keep on immersing more and more into their culture to know what they're talking about.
It's like the Game of Thrones, where they're not gonna stand there and say this is medieval times, this is like this and that. It's like everything, all the wonders of the world, aside from season 8, but like
that's what I love about Game of Thrones as well. The world building, the culture,
it's all brought in, but not introduced, and that's what I like. And it leaves room for your own imagination as a viewer, because that's why I spent so many hours watching like theories of like Game of Thrones back when it was like before.
It's just like a fun little world to dive into.
Yeah. It's like you want to know more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that being said, I do want to read the books. I have other books to read first right now. But yeah. I don't know if I'll talk about the books when I read them, but I don't know, maybe I'll have like a little segment sometime. Yeah. Anyways, we do have an update for you guys. We have like a Twitter now. And with the Twitter, it's mostly a way for us to like update you on what's happening, because we know like during those 2 weeks when we didn't make anything, we were kind of like, how do we
we were trying to like post on, because I know some YouTubers, they can post on just like a small text post about an update, and we couldn't, so maybe it's a milestone that we have yet to unlock. So yeah, we made a Twitter. It's gonna be linked below. And we're just gonna update whenever something like that happens again.
We'll probably update like when we're
posting,
when we're
not posting.
When we're not posting. Also when like little updates of like if something's taking really long. Because there was like that instance where I didn't restart my router for some reason. I didn't think it to do that, but it took me like a day to upload one episode. And it was just, it sucked the life out of me. Not gonna lie. I was thinking about getting a laptop because I was like, that's a lot of time that was wasted. But yeah, we'll just update you on things that happen. When we're recording as well, just so you guys know. We're gonna try to put in My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen when we can.
But right now our main priority is finishing Invincible and also
Expanse.
Catching up on Expanse.
Yeah, because Invincible is gonna be done soon. Just a couple of weeks more, and then also we may even do like for Jujutsu Kaisen or My Hero Academia, we may even upload like bulk stuff where it's like we just binge watched it, because I feel like right now we're so behind where it's like I don't know if there would be a point of doing like episode by episode. So that's what we were kind of thinking about, and those things that we talk about we might even post on Twitter as well. Thanks for watching. And again, sorry for not uploading last week, another week. Again, we were wondering if I should upload like a update video, but then I was like thinking about it, but then it felt kind of weird not like to update you guys also without Edlin.
But then this is kind of like the update.
This is update.
This is it.
This is it.
That's all we wanted to say.
So and not like there's gonna be huge changes. It's just us juggling our personal lives with YouTube. Thanks for watching. See you again. Like, comment, and subscribe. And bye.